Good afternoon, guys. Today, we have the restyled flagship of Lynk&Co's big 09 crossover on review. It is based on the Volvo XC90, and in the restyling, they added a lot of interesting things to it. Let's have a look at it. In total, 23 sensors, LiDARs, cameras, there's autopilot, there's auto parking, and a built-in DVR. The powertrain has now changed. It is still a parallel hybrid, however now 4 motors. 1 internal combustion engine, 250 horses, and 3 electric motors totaling 300 horses. The total output of the entire powertrain is 550 horsepower, with an acceleration of 4 and 9 seconds to 100. In terms of suspension, now in the front is a double wishbone. Rear, multi-lever, double air suspension. Minimally, you can lower by 16 centimeters and maximally raise by as much as 25. The maximum wheels are 20, but they're impressive. 275 by 45. Brakes are disc, ventilated all around. Recessed handles for aerodynamics, 2,470 kilograms of curb weight. It's soft plastic, it's leatherette. It's bare plastic underneath, however it's very smooth, such good quality. 14 Bose speakers. All the seats are genuine Napa leather. Massage ventilation heated in the front, massage ventilation heated in the back. 187 centimeters tall, lowered the seat all the way down. I reached the steering wheel, 2 more fingers in front of my knee. If I lie down, there's hardly any room for my height. People taller than me would be cramped to lie down, namely at the knees. As you can see, the seat cushion is not short. It is normal. Here they have also covered with fake leather. Here under the steering wheel there is fake leather everywhere, and there is a compartment for the driver. The passenger on the right has quite a lot of privileges. First of all, there is seat extension. Not only is there a seat extension, also, it could get longer. The passenger's visor has been replaced by a screen. Let's stop it like this, so you can also select its position. It's more interesting than having the screen in the dashboard. 100% more interesting. Maybe I don't want to look at it, and I don't want it in front of my eyes. Why should I? Yeah, no visor. Oh, wait. So, here's a mirror, please. Well, it can be used for sun protection, if anything. 3K resolution. Nice picture, no questions asked. You know what I don't like here? I don't like this plastic they put everywhere. I like that the screen here is turned slightly towards the driver, like in BMW cars. As you can see, they've removed the knobs. It's just a screen now. It's a little bit bigger now. And here, I don't know how functional these knobs were, but it's probably definitely a better mechanical button than a sensor. Well, it's gone. There is a screen for the driver. It is located under the visor. Frankly speaking, after restyling, I don't understand why it is needed at all, if the projector has completely overstepped it, and you do not want to look at it at all. But I know there are some people who feel deprived without it. So, for the deprived, please, there is a dashboard screen. This is the most ordinary fabric. Just like in Lynk&Co, it's even a little rough. I've seen nicer ones. Lynk&Co's is rough too. It's a mirror. Well, here's the screen, you've seen it. It's a touch button, and there's a way to open the sunroof. Not only that, it's a full panorama. The sunroof opens, and there's a curtain that covers the full sunroof. Here is the sensor that monitors fatigue. You know how it works. The steering wheel is leather. It's pretty thick. It's good. I like the steering wheel. The icon, of course, I don't like it at all. It's so ridiculous looking. I wish it was LYC or something. Well, Lynk&Co. It's too long a name, and that to me seems to be a big hindrance to the company's progress. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe my tastes are a little strange, but their name is not good at all, my opinion. Yeah, the buttons here are glossy. They could have been matte. It presses really well. Very good. And the adjustment, as you can see, is height and reach. 2K screen. It works quite quickly. I want to be honest. When I first got into this car, the screen was slow in the beginning. Now, for some reason, it's flying. Can someone please explain this to me? Someone who knows? Is it like the chip overclocked or something? Well, why is it not slowing down at all now? And when I first got in the car, apparently no one had been sitting here for an hour, or 2, or 3, or no one had been here for half a day. And when I started using it, pressing buttons, scrolling through menus, everything worked with a delay. It's flying now, and the map was a little slow in the beginning, but now it's faster. See, it's fast, it doesn't slow down at all. Right to left, by the way, you get to the app. Hey, that's a pretty juicy picture. 2Ks, it's a pretty juicy picture. Not the best screen on the market, but definitely average. Maybe even a little above average. Let's see, 360. The cameras are average. Yeah, see, it's slowing down. It's 3D slow. There's an 850 chip in here. They haven't upgraded it to top-of-the-line 9.2 something. They kept it the same. Basically, I guess they decided it was good enough for it. But as you can see, it's not enough for 3D. Matte plastic. And it's good that it's matte. It's a completely different look, don't you agree? It looks richer. 2 cup holders. Magnetized. Selector. Yeah. Any buttons? They work very well. That's the volume, emergency button, parking, start-stop button, driving modes, double glazing both front and rear. Is there a door closer available, I wonder? No, unfortunately. With the rear captain's seat, they've added more functionality. They got these massive armrests with buttons. I've got an opportunity. Look, I'm coming up on the right. Okay, can I do the same thing here? Uh-huh, they're connecting. Same thing's happening. It is if you want to hug your loved one, you can move with her or him. Well, it's also convenient for those traveling with children. Yes, they can be controlled more comfortably. The backs of the front seats are fully upholstered in leatherette. Even down here, it's very good quality. It's a document holder. And there's a table on the right side only. And the table, I'll tell you, it's exactly like Lycian's. Exactly the same. Really, there's one manufacturer for them all. Let's check the third row. 187 centimeters tall. I sat so that I had my fist in front of my knee, so that I felt comfortable here. And from this position, we go to the third row. 5 meters long car. The third row is for children, and for small children. Not even a Chinese grandmother could fit comfortably in here. I'm serious. Despite the fact that the backrest reclines back and everything is good in this plan, there is simply no space for knees. Climate control air, cup holder. It's all so soft. All in all, it's not bad. But as you can see, there's just no room. For the captains, there's a little display for the climate control. That's it. I have sunshade here. I've got air. And that's about it. And look, ambient lighting. Let's go in the trunk. 260 liters. There are buttons here that allow you to lower or raise the suspension. If the bag is heavy, let's bring it back, and you can use the buttons to fold the third row. And so we get 862 liters. There are 2 charging ports on the back left, 40 kilowatt-hour battery. On the back right is a 70-liter gas tank. So, look, the main competitors are the Lynk&Co L7 and L8. They have the strongest sales in this size and price segment. For the maximum configuration here, they ask $51,000. This is cheaper than the top-of-the-line L7 or L8. But they also have 52 kilowatt batteries, and here we only have 40 kilowatt hours. But the main purpose of the Lynk&Co 09 restyling was, it seems to me, to show an alternative, to play on Lyxiang's weaknesses. Look, here in addition to the 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine with 250 horses, there are 3 electric motors with a capacity of 300 electric horses. And due to these 3 electric motors that they've managed to offer this. If you have an average gas pedal depth, well, or even slightly above average, and you're quietly overtaking the flow, you get pure electric acceleration. Just the way we like it. It feels like a Lynk&Co. At this point, the internal combustion engine is running quietly in generator mode. This is the kind of gas pedal depth I think a lot of people drive with on a daily basis. However, if you want to shoot for all 550 horses, the internal combustion engine will start pushing the car. Unlike electric motors, which give you all the torque at once, in this case you have to wait for the internal combustion engine to build up that torque. It will growl, vibrate, and consume 3 or 4 liters more. And here, of course, this car will start to lose out to the Lynk&Co in terms of feel. However, there is a fat bonus which will change many minds in favor of Lynk&Co. At high speed, where the Lynk&Co is impotent, this car does not lose power at all. The internal combustion engine for 250 horses easily keeps the battery charge even at speeds above 200. By the way, the maximum here is 239 kilometers per hour. If you briefly summarize this powertrain, I would describe it as follows. Due to the 3 electric motors, you get the same Lynk&Co, but now it goes over 200 kilometers per hour and doesn't lose power. Well, and don't forget about the downside. At strong shots in sport mode, the internal combustion engine will wait for the moment. Noise insulation, I'd say, is closer to good. Sounds like a German car. We'll measure it now. On suspension, let's put it this way. Dual air suspension and CDC technology allows it to be more stable on the road, less aft lift under braking, and less front lift under acceleration. If the terrain changes, you jumped somewhere, bounced somewhere, it just returns to the starting position faster after that. Steering is decent, not the sharpest and not the wobbliest. Probably slightly better than the Lynk&Co. However, this restyling is a bit stiffer in comfort than my restyled version of my L9. Does it steer better than a BMW X5, than a regular BMW X5? No, it's the same. I recently drove an XM. The steering is definitely sharper, and there's no comfort at all. Head-up display. It's not the most advanced. No map, unfortunately. However, it displays normally. It's not annoying. The seats are comfortable. The overall feeling is pleasant. The feeling as if you are driving in Volvo XC90 is not lost. They claim consumption of 6 liters on the CLTC cycle, range on a tank and on a full battery charge, 1,400 kilometers. According to my calculations, in summer in a quiet mode in the city will be about 20% less. So the consumption will be somewhere around 8, and it'll go about 1,000 kilometers on a full tank and battery. The battery is 40 kilowatt hours. I've done a little bit of driving on the battery. According to my calculations, it's 152 kilometers. Okay, that's it. They changed the grille. It's got a nice face if you ask me. They've added more exterior colors in the highest trim. It used to be only purple. The crossover is actually more stable, a little bit more fuel efficient. I think in this price segment it is now an interesting alternative to the Lynk&Co. Okay, thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you liked it, give it a bold like. Subscribe to the channel. Exercise. Eat healthy food. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again.